Good morning, I'm Thomas Buchanan. I am starting a water fast today. I invite you to join me. Now, some of you who follow me on this channel know this is not my first rodeo. It's not my first water fast. I have successfully lost over 100 pounds on my previous water fast. I was currently on week 4, I forget whatever day it was that I stopped my current water fast. And I'd like to explain why I did that. Because it's important that you understand. I don't want you to just follow me and start your own water fast. I want you to understand my thinking, my thought processes, and make sure you agree with what I'm saying. If you don't, I would move on to another channel. I stopped my water fast in week 4 because I had a medical procedure done, and having spent over $500,000 in scans, MRI scans, EKG scans, blood work, anything a doctor could bill you for, trust me, I got done 2, 3, 4 times. Well, I had a minor surgical procedure done, and I know from past experience for me that when they pump you full of drugs, you gain weight. And that's number one. What I want you to take away from this is if you're taking any kind of drugs, the drugs are partially responsible for your weight gain, and you need to be aware of that. I figured, based on my past history, that I would gain 10 to 15 pounds after the procedure and the drugs and the rest. To my surprise, I actually lost 4 pounds, which has never happened before. I've been operated on 4 times, almost died twice on the table. So, I have firsthand experience at this. Now, let me also say, don't be stupid, and I don't think any of you are. If you're on receiving chemo, or you're taking meds for your cancer, or you're terminally ill, don't stop taking your meds. But if you're on high blood pressure medicine, thyroid medicine, I mean, we're all on that, right? Not me. Because on day 1, when I woke up at 315 pounds, I said to myself, I'm going to go off all meds. I'm an acute diabetic. I'm 315 pounds fat, actually way obese, terrible A1C number, high blood pressure, eye issues, leg issues, feet issues. I could go on and on and on. So I would encourage you to consider starting your own water fast with me today. I'm not going to do it tomorrow or next week or next month. I'm going to restart my water fast today, and now that my medical procedure is over. And I am starting at 227.5. That was what I weighed myself at this morning. Now, please weigh yourself in the same outfit or your whitey-tighties at the same time each morning, and log, as I do on a daily basis, log your current weight for, that you've lost in 24 hours, and log what week it is and what day it is. That's just so that you can motivate yourself and see that it's working. Um, and also, and many of you know this, there's 40 or 50 of you that are following me on Zoom and all these media, all this media software. But um, do consider starting a water fast. I started this out of desperation because I woke up one morning and I said, you know, I'm not fat, I'm obese. I'm ugly. I'm so obese. And I have all these health issues that have been going on for not a few days or weeks or months, but years. And every time you go to your doctor, he would say, here, try this pill, see if this won't help. And God love my doctor. You know, I've had some really good doctors, really terrible doctors. But one day you wake up and you go, you know, I'm smart enough to figure this out. So the first thing I'm going to do is lose weight. Well, I did what most of you do. I signed up for Jenny Craig and Nutrisystem and Ideal Protein. You know, you buy the prepackaged foods and you pour it in a bowl and mix it with water and heat it and you eat it and you lose weight. The only problem with those diet programs is, first of all, they cost thousands of dollars. Second of all, and I can personally attest to this, once you go off their program, you wind up not only gaining all of the weight back that you lost, but you gain even more weight. So, waste of money. I will never on my channel ask you for $1. So, if someone is referring you to a doctor, if someone's referring you to, hey, you should try this supplement or buy this DVD. I haven't written a book. You know, I'm not pushing a book. I want you on a daily basis, Monday through Friday, to watch me lose weight. And hopefully you'll join me. I met a wonderful lady in South Carolina where I was recently at, and you know, she was out walking, and generally when people are out walking, you assume they're trying to exercise and trying to lose a little bit of weight. And Carolyn was her first name. A shout out to you, Carolyn, in South Carolina. Please join me today in starting your own water fast. And you said your husband was a little on the heavy side too. That's fantastic, and here's why. My wife is as thin as a pencil, so she can't join me on a water fast. But if you have a husband that's a little on the heavy side, get him to join you. I want you to do two things before you start your water fast. And I regret not doing item number one. Item number one is I want you to hand your cell phone to your husband and get in, I don't know, a bikini, your underwear, whatever you're comfortable with, and have him take a fat picture of you. Have him take several, you know, turn sideways. Show him that belly. Show him the fat, the rolls of fat. And I can smile when I say that because you know, and referring to Carolyn in South Carolina, I was fatter than you, way fatter than you. Okay, I do regret not having someone take my picture. I call it my fat picture. Have a fat picture. Put it on the refrigerator. Put it on your pantry door. You know, see, I want you to remember how fat you were. You will appreciate that after you attain your goal weight. and you take a skinny picture and you put it right beside your fat picture, and you say to yourself, I did that. I'm proud of myself. My husband did that. I did that. So join me, Carolyn, on this water fast. Today is my day one. And I don't care if you've already eaten breakfast or you've already eaten lunch. Start today. Don't start tomorrow morning or 3 weeks from yesterday. Start today. So here's my program. By the way, it's all completely free. Okay? But before I share with you my program, I want to share with you one important thing that I want you to do. I want you to go through your pantry and your cupboard and your refrigerator, and I want you can throw it away, give it away, box it up, and take it over to your friend's house. But get rid of all of the potato chips, the cookies, the cake, anything that's going to tempt you to eat. Because you and I both know, and the people who follow me know, we're adults. But when it comes to food, we have no willpower. Nobody ever taught us how to eat. You know, if you look at the government little food pyramid, you know, that was designed by the milk producers with their fancy Got Milk campaign, and the meat producers, you know, everybody knows you have to eat meat to get protein, which is bullshit. Okay. And, you know, part of this is getting the weight off, and the other part is learning how to eat after you lose the weight. And I'm still working on that. So we're going to work on the second part together. But I would encourage you to join me. I update my channel daily, Monday through Friday. I don't update on the weekends. And I just, you know, if you've got any, you know, I want to say fat friends, but if you've got any really obese friends, do yourself and them a favor and send them a link to my channel. And I'm going to email you, Carolyn, a link to my YouTube channel because you asked for it. I want to make sure you can access it. But, you know, go through your pantry, throw out the food, give away the food, the potato chips, the cookies, because you are not going to be eating. So here's the program. For the first 7 days, and I'm including myself in this, and today is my day one, you are to have no liquids, no water, nothing to drink, and nothing to eat, period. Okay? Now, the thought process behind this is twofold. First, you are letting your body know that you're starting a water fast. And in starting the water fast, you're going to purge your body of the liquids that your body is currently retaining. And so that's why during the first 7 days, you don't even drink water. Nothing passes between your lips. Okay? Now, that may sound a bit radical, but, you know, if what you're doing hasn't worked so far, join me. Try this. I think you'll be amazed and surprised at the results. The second reason that you do not consume liquids and food the first 7 days, 7 calendar days, is about day 4, you're going to throw your body into something called ketosis. And I didn't know any of this, and when I started my very first water fast, had to figure it out. No one showed me this, told me this, or helped me. And that's why I started this channel. And some of this you may know, some of this you may not know. This channel was started to give people a forum to exchange information. But about the 4th through the 6th day, you throw your body into ketosis. Ketosis is just a fancy way of saying somewhere between day 4 and day 6, your body wakes up and it says, wow, he or she has not given me any food or any water for the past few days. I guess in order to survive, I had better find something to burn for energy. And sometime between that day 4 and day 6, your body starts burning the fat around your waist, your thighs, and your buttocks for fuel and for energy. And that is key, because it's at that point that you and I actually start burning fat and losing fat pounds. Now, on day 8, calendar day 8, you finally get to actually start drinking water. And let me just stop right there and say, wow, I don't know if I can go 7 days without food and water. Won't I feel weak? Won't I pass out? Won't I, fill in the blank? Well, you need to let your husband know, and if he's going to join you on a water fast, you need to be aware that he's going to be an asshole for the first 7 days. And you're going to be a bitch with a capital B for the first 7 calendar days. You will not feel good. You will be crabby, cranky, because let's face it, we're all conditioned to eat. I mean, you're frowned upon if you try to limit your food intake or try to actually manage your weight. I mean, God forbid you must be anorexic, or you're a mental case, or, so be aware that you'll be cranky. As far as passing out, look, I was on over 50 drugs prescribed by my doctors over the past 12 to 15 years. Actually passed out and kissed the concrete several times based on some of the drugs that they had me ingest. And so I woke up one day when I started my very first water fast, and I said, I'm going off all my drugs. And there were several times during that first week where I did feel lightheaded. I did feel like I would pass out. And my mindset was this: if I pass out, I'll pass out. And at some point I'll wake back up. Now that's, I'm medically, the doctors would be shaking their head and, because they want you on these drugs. And I went off all drugs. I went off my high blood pressure medicine, my thyroid medicine. I stopped my insulin shots 3 times a day. On and on and on. I just cold turkey. Day 1 of my water fast, I went off all drugs. So you may agree with that. You may disagree with that. But again, one thing I have found is the drugs that we're ingesting are causing weight gain, whether they tell you that or not. So I would encourage you to consider going off all meds. I'm not a doctor. I can't control what you do or ingest, but I'm telling you from personal experience, the experience that I've had firsthand. So, let's say you survived the first 7 days. And day 8, you finally get not to eat anything, but to drink something. Okay? You cannot consume as much water as you want. I used to tell people when I was experimenting with this weight loss, oh, if you take your age, divide it by 2, that's the number of ounces of water you should be drinking per day. And then I tested that out several times and found that too is bullshit. This is what you do. You're allowed 3 glasses of water per day. No more, no less. The size of the glass matters. The size of the glass should be 8 ounces to 12 ounces. If you want a large glass, you can drink a 12-ounce glass of water. You're to have 3 of those glasses of water per day. 1 for breakfast, 1 for lunch, and 1 for dinner. And that's all you get. That's all you get. So, and obviously I don't need to tell you this, but you should sit down on day 1 and you should say, I'm X pounds overweight. I am going to stay on my water fast until I hit blank pounds. Now for me, I want to again touch 198 pounds. Now, I say that, and then in the next breath, I want to be honest with you and tell you that I would really like to touch 188. I don't know if 188 is possible for me. Now, you're going to hit plateaus along the way. You're going to be true on the water fast, and you're not going to cheat, but there will be some days where your body will actually gain weight. You could gain 1 pound, a half pound, 2.5 pounds, but you must not get discouraged. You must not get discouraged. You have a little backbone. Encourage, if you're doing this with your spouse, encourage each other, hold each other accountable, and for God's sakes, get rid of the cookies, the chips, the soft drinks, because you will not be eating and drinking that stuff. So, that's where I'm at. Today is week 1, day 1 of my new water fast. Carolyn in South Carolina, I was encouraged that you would like to give this a try, and I'm working on going live Monday through Friday. I just haven't found a good time slot to do it yet, because if I commit to 8 to 8:30 in the morning, I want to make sure I can keep that commitment, and I can't do that quite yet. So that's one more reason why you should subscribe to my channel, and make sure you hit the little bell next to the subscribe button. That will alert you when I update my channel. But I encourage all of you, start your water fast, 40 to 50 of you are already doing your water fast. You are having various levels of success. It's not going to be easy. It sounds so simple, but it's not. You will be tempted to cheat. Your family, friends, enemies, co-workers will encourage you to eat, eat, eat. Mother-in-laws, father-in-laws, brothers, sisters. Are you crazy? Your organs will shut down. You'll die. I mean, I've heard it all. I am living proof that you can lose over 100 pounds on a water fast, that you can afford it because you don't drink anything but water, and as far as I know, water is free. You don't have to exercise. I have a bad knee. I had a machine fall on my knee when I was at a young age. So, I neither can afford to go work out at a gym, nor can I physically go work out. I can't play basketball. I can't jog. I physically can't do that. Now, I'm sure some of you can. And if you can, and you want to, you don't have to, but I would encourage you to do nothing more than one time of a day, walk outside your home or your apartment or your trailer or your condo, walk outside and walk one time around the block. That's your exercise, completely free. Now, you don't have to do that because, as I said, this water fast program will work with zero exercise. If all you do is get up and go sit on your easy chair or your couch and you watch TV all day, that's fine. You will still lose weight. But a little exercise mixed in, if you can do that, will be beneficial. So that's my program. Welcome, Carolyn. I hope your husband joins you. Again, please feel free to share the link to this channel to your fat friends and your obese friends. They told me I was big boned at 315 pounds. People would say, oh, you're not fat, you're just a little heavy. Well, let me tell you something, Carolyn. I met you in South Carolina, and you're fat. I would say you're borderline obese. You've got a lot of weight to lose. Okay? And I can smile when I say that because nobody was honest with me and would tell me that. I've lost more weight than you need to lose. So you can do this. I know that firsthand. And I hope this channel is an encouragement to you, whether you're in South Carolina or California or one of the eastern states or anywhere in the world. Because I'm not here to pick on fat people. I'm here to say you're jeopardizing your health being so fat, and it's not good. I mean, I've had sleep apnea. I would stop breathing during the night. If there's a medical condition related to weight loss that can be had, I'm sure I've had it. So welcome to all of you. I'm going to again resume updating my channel Monday through Friday, and I invite you to join me and watch my progress, watch me fail, watch me succeed, hear what I do to compensate for plateaus that I may hit weight-wise. But weigh yourself every morning, same time, in the same clothes or the same outfit, and put it on a sheet of paper and watch yourself lose the weight. Um, and that's all I've got for today. Again, that's why I stopped my weight loss water fast after basically the midpoint of week 4. I had a medical procedure done, and I'm going to get real close to the camera so you can see my smile. Do you see the space in between my teeth right here? Well, let me tell you, once I hit 198 and preferably 188, I'm going to go to a dentist, and I want to get that space between my teeth closed up. I look like a hillbilly from the Hatfields and the McCoys with that space between my teeth, and so I'm going to treat myself once I reach my goal weight and get that taken care of. It's always bothered me. It's a cosmetic thing, but I want to look as the best that I can look, and I want each of you to look and feel the best that you can feel. I don't care whether you're 28 or 88. Now, I happen to be 66, and if you had told me that a 66-year-old man could even lose over 100 pounds on any program, I would have said you're crazy. But I've already done that. But I've got 20 or 30 more pounds to lose to get down to 198, 188. And I want you to join me every day. Please feel free to email me. Please feel free to leave a comment. Please feel free to ask a question. One question that I get repeatedly is, can I drink coffee? Coffee also causes you to retain fluids. Caffeine is not good for you. Absolutely not. You're not allowed iced tea. You're not allowed coffee. You're allowed water. Remember, for the first 7 days, you're not allowed any water, any liquids, or any food. On day 8, you're allowed 3 glasses of water, 8 to 12 ounce glasses per day, and that's it. You may not consume as much water as you want, and wow, I'm just excited to have you all here. Please let me know your goal weight, how long you've been on the water fast, how you're doing. I mean, this channel is about me encouraging you, but I have to get to know some of you. So share with me your emotional struggles. Share with me how you're doing weight-wise. Share with me your frustrations. Share with me your challenges. And I want to I hope we can all work together to finally get thin and keep the weight off. There's 2 parts to losing weight. The first part is to get the weight off and to reach your goal weight. The second part is just as hard, if not harder, than phase 1, which is maintaining your weight loss, keeping the weight off. And so this is not easy. This is not easy. It's not a cakewalk. You'll be frustrated. You'll you'll want to quit. Let's face it. but don't. All I ask is that you try this for 4 weeks. Try this for 4 weeks and give it a chance to work, and don't cheat. And if you should cheat, understand this. If you take one bite of salad, one bite of a cookie, if you eat one bite of a cheeseburger or French fries, you've thrown your body out of ketosis and you have to start over day 1, week 1, like I'm doing today. I don't mind sharing with you. I ate a ribeye steak yesterday. I unfortunately love to eat ribeyes, and I just figured, as many of us do, I was going to congratulate myself with using food for getting through my medical procedure, which is really wrong. Because, we eat when we're depressed, we eat when we're happy, we eat when we're sad, we eat to celebrate. Thanksgiving's coming up. Oh, you got to eat a big Thanksgiving meal. You've got to have the pecan pie and the pumpkin pie and the turkey and the mashed potatoes and pour on the gravy. And, well, we need to stop learning how to celebrate with food and find another way to celebrate. But it's a challenge. But today is my day 1, week 1. Medical procedure is done, and as I promise you that as soon as I hit 198 or 188, somewhere in there, I'm going to go get this fixed, the space between my teeth. And join me every day. The channel is a fun channel. I've got a lot to share with you. All I can personally say I've walked down the path. I've been told don't stop taking your meds. I've been told you've got to eat food to survive. I've been told everything. I have firsthand experience from what I speak of all, not all, but most of the challenges that you will encounter on your water fast. So leave me some messages. Congratulations to those of you on your water fast. I'm proud of you. You can do it. You are doing it. Isn't it fantastic? I mean, you may not be at your goal weight right now, but isn't it fantastic, even at the current weight that you're at, that you can step in front of a mirror and say, I've lost blank pounds so far on my water fast. I think it's amazing. I'd always like to end my program with a saying, they told me I couldn't, that's why I did. They told me I couldn't lose weight. That's why I did. I figured it out. I found a way to lose the weight. You don't need to spend money. You don't need to exercise. You don't need to do anything but follow and do what I do every day. Until tomorrow, stay healthy, stay happy. And when they tell you you can't, that's why you go ahead and you do it. When they tell you you can't lose weight, that's why you figure out how to do it. You and I can do it together. You and I are doing it together. And to Carolyn in South Carolina and your husband, join us on this journey to better health. I'll see you tomorrow.